Just got a call from my little dog. He say I'm his motivation, gotta stay up. I told him stay down, we on the way up. And I got some niggas, God, I'm they way up. They know it get greater later, so for that I gotta grind. They know that I'm a grind.
Enlisted is the
if you see me in my Lamborghini, check out my chick in a carbon fiber bikini. Yeah, the bikes are all green, and so are the fields of wheat. And look at all these girls. Yeah, you can do as you please. You're climbing the chocolate trees, 'cause it's an awesome world. Alice's face is on the cash. You never find yourself without some ass. And everybody has a boat, hash and slash and root beer float. Skate every day, why would you walk? You're spinning fives with Tony Hawk. If Logan and Mayhem tell you to tap, you've been sparring with Carwin, how awesome is that? Yeah, the bikes are all green, and so are the fields of wheat. And look at all these girls. Yeah, you can do as you please. You're climbing the chocolate trees, 'cause it's an awesome world. Let me take you to a place where a tiger wouldn't eat your face. You can both kick back, you could give him a pat. He's not a killer, just a friendly cat. Skater pool, take a meeting. You got 85 holes and there's no cheating. And if you see me in my Lamborghini, check out my chick in a carbon fiber bikini. The bikes are all green, and so are the fields of wheat.
What's up, everyone? It's your man, the Mega Power TV, coming at you live on a Wednesday night as we're getting ready to cross in to Thursday night. It's not quite guys' night. My voice is a little tired today. You know, I didn't do too much talking, but I was back in the lab today hooping, and when I'm hooping, calling out, you know, I'm a floor general out there, telling people to screen, telling people to shoot, telling people to go to work, calling out on defense, you know, doing all the little things. And then, man, it takes a toll on my voice. So I was like, well, what should we do tonight? You know, we want to keep the momentum going on the stream. I figured get a Weatherspoon Wednesday, a little, you know, Wild Willy Wombat Wednesday, do a little power hour for you guys tonight. So I was like, all right, light the stream and turn it up. So the stream's lit. We're on. You know, yesterday I didn't get to stream for America on America's birthday. So I found the USA romper and I was like, okay, put it on. I thought about cutting a promo yesterday, but honestly I couldn't find the romper. So I just sort of enjoyed the night. You know, the Claymaker is hyped right now. Hype Zone himself is upstairs sleeping.
You push in.
And so, hype, this little guy, Claymaker, is hydrating right now.
You push in.
Yep, you push the top of your bottle in it. Can you go play some Roblox? I'm trying to put on a show to millions of people. So, hopefully the likeness monster drops by. Hopefully someone else drops by. I gotta go get this guy some water. And then I gotta figure out my voice situation here. All right. Hopefully we can get the voice to bounce back a little bit. It kind of reminds me of like my call center days when I would straight out of college, man. You know, your boy graduates and gets on the phones and has to work a call center job. And I remember my voice would be so dead doing that job, just repeating the same things over and over again. It's been a while, but I feel like I could sit back down and after like a few minute refresher, I could like get right back and dialed into it again, where it's like I was doing bill collecting. Like, hello, your balance is $100. Would you like to pay that today by check or credit card? Oh, okay. I'm hearing that you're not able to pay that today. How much could you pay? I couldn't pay anything. Okay. Could you pay $20? Let's take a look and see what I can do. Well, it looks like you can pay that by 2 weeks. Oh, that's not good enough for you? I wouldn't really be able to do anything else. But yeah, that's all I can do. Like me to get that set up for you? It's not going to help me. I understand that it's not going to help you. Yep. So we'll get that set up for you here and get that all set. And it was just like that, over and over and And meanwhile, you're having to like click this stuff like in the background, do these same repetitive tasks over and over and over again. And we were told to take it so seriously, and yet like you couldn't pay for, like we weren't making any money. Still not making any money today. But man, back then. Especially fast forward today, if you're still doing that job, you couldn't afford anything. But let's get into some Swift play. A little fun. And today a little different. I'm not even gonna play with the headset on. I'm just gonna use the soundbar speakers because my headset battery died. I don't feel like charging it. Yeah, sometimes I like to just play with the headset off. For years, I never played games with a headset. So it's actually my preferred way to play. All right.
Hello.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you?
Tired, but hanging in there.
Dude, I feel you, man. I'm tired too. I'm not hanging there though.
Oh, that's too bad.
I'm 1 day sober and it's tough.
Hey man, you can't get to day 2 without day 1, so day at a time, right?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Hoping I'm Chaos Gremlin. Nice, thanks for stopping in. See you over here. My voice is pretty tired tonight. I'm talking kind of quiet. That's why I'm not feeling sick at all. I didn't notice my voice, but man, all of a sudden my voice was. I turned the stream on, and I'm like, wow. A week ago we had like the wildfire smoke going on, and it feels like that day. What is going on? I should be pretty hydrated. Like I was drinking pH alkaline water. I drank this whole thing just a little bit ago. I was in the gym today and stuff, so I probably got dehydrated from that, but who knows? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it takes time. It would take me some time to get rehydrated. So I've got the cough drops going just to kind of get everything going today. But and then of course I went to turn my headset on and the batteries were dead. I was just like, well, we're playing with the soundbar today, boys. What's up? All right, Mr. Chaos Gremlin. I got to admit, I'm not very good at this game. So, I'm gonna need you to carry me. Yes, sir. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Spikes down B.
Woo. Oh no. Oh, oh, I don't know how I pulled that out. I'm gonna pretend I totally did that 100% planned and that was just, you know, it was all skill. On my next one, I'll do a 360.
Yeah, you got it. I believe.
Oh, likeness monster in the building. Let's go. Oh, dude, sweet. Thank you.
Suppress it. One suppressed.
One suppressed. Got your back, Chaos Gremlin.
Sorry, I didn't do that.
No, you're fine. Oh, I'm down.
Someone is mid.
Alright. Ooh, alright, we're on board with Chaos Gremlin here. He's about to put a show on for us. He's got the little, yeah, there it is. Let's go.
Punch us in the teeth, we spit back blood.
Alright, where are we going this time?
Wherever they go, you know?
Feel ya.
Yeah.
Still getting used to the pacing of this game.
What game do you normally play?
Admittedly, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, you sound like a WoW player.
Yeah. Got one there.
Two suppressed.
Come on.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, otherwise I try to play Call of Duty, but I end up just complaining and quitting it. So
Yeah, that game sucks.
yeah, it's in a bad place. It has been for about 5 years.
Do you have children?
3 of them.
How old are they?
13, 8, and 4.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
One enemy remaining.
Liking this guy. Let's go, Chaos Gremlin.
Listen, Mega Power, I'm 21 years old. I need some life advice, man.
Oh yeah? What do you need?
Yeah. Like, what's something you didn't do in your 20s that you wish you did better?
I wish I would have taken college more seriously.
Okay. Give me some advice for work-life balance or like family life balance.
Work-life balance. Well,
So I feel like I work too much. It's unhealthy.
yeah. How many hours a week are you working?
Between like 50 and 60, 70.
Feel ya. Yeah, well, depends. Get a job that you don't like that pays well, and then you can work less.
But I like my job.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Uh-oh. I just realized I bought a pistol for some reason.
It's okay.
Wrong one. flanking around. They have no idea I'm gonna come this way.
Remember to talk to each other out there. If we communicate, we win.
You get a job from home though. That helps quite a bit too.
Yeah, I guess. I'm a manager of a grocery store.
Nice.
And I've been doing it for 5 years.
Awesome, dude.
And it's good shit, and I love it. But it's hard, right? It's hard
Yeah.
to not want to work all the time because all the hours I put in like makes life for my staff better. So I want to do all this extra shit, but
Yeah, nice thing if you can grind when you're young too, it helps.
One enemy remaining.
I'll shut them down.
All right. Like this monster, man. My voice is tired today, so I'm kind of dragging a little. I was out on the court today. Just calling screens out, you know, directing traffic.
I got their omen.
shucks.
I hurt the guy pretty bad, but he got me. Alright, we're on board with the Chaos Gremlin.
Stim beacon down.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Nice. Yeah, get him, Mr. Sobriety. Woo.
How do you know when it's a substance problem?
Match point.
If you're asking the question, then you know it's a problem.
That's what I've been told before, but like, I feel like it's not a problem.
Oh, it is. What's when you said you were quitting? What are you using?
A little bit of weed and a little bit of alcohol. I would say I drink less than equivalent to 15 beers a week and smoke usually once a week. So like in my head that seems like a normal amount, but
Oh, that guy just like appeared out of nowhere.
Omen was on A.
Last player standing. Spike down.
Careful now.
This guy's about to get hot shottish. I can feel it. Run it back. Let's go. Yeah, man.
Have a good
I would talk to a substance abuse counselor if you can. Ooh, yeah, Chaos Gremlin. Sorry, I'm not so good at this game, but thanks for following, dropping in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get hot shotish after I pulled off 2 random pistol headshots the first game. Yo, Raven in the chat. What's up, Raven? How you doing? We're dropping in. I gotta remember to give Likeness Monster the old Mr. Sobriety here. What's up, brother? Thanks for stopping in. I gotta remember to give the Likeness Monster yeah, so I think moderator status here in the chat one of these days. That way he's my right hand man on the stream other than the hype zone to hold it down. Hey, Cookie Monster, you were the cipher. Nice, thanks for stopping in. Man, we're just building the brand here. Follow, shout out to everyone out there right now. I was messing around with the background a little bit. I gotta get this dialed in right here. I'm gonna hide the video capture, game capture for just 1 sec. I gotta get a better background than that. Base Rocks 21 with the follow. Thanks for stopping in. Whew, Mr. Sobriety, my man. No, get yourself connected with a counselor. I mean, I'm gonna play armchair counselor right here. My wife's actually a counselor, but she's not AODA type stuff. But here I am giving out life advice on Twitch. But that's what I do. I'm a life coach, but you know, this is an entertainment show, so take it for a grain of salt, right? When I was a kid and my parents got divorced, hey, I hear you. My child therapist died in a car crash. Yeah, you sounds like there might be some trauma there. I'll definitely get connected with a counselor, so you can basically get it. You know, most counselors are trauma informed at this point, obviously. But yeah, I'll get connected with that. Start with the process, and then you can work on a plan. Talk about your sobriety. You want to get connected with your primary care person as well. I know I sound like a boomer when I say these things, but it's true. And I'm gonna give you a here's my thing. As a life coach online, doing an entertainment show. Here's a YouTube channel I want you to check out. I want you to check out the Brandon Novak channel. So, and go from there. But still, I want you to also get connected with some professionals for you. Because even if you feel like you're in a good place, can't hurt, right? Let's see, catching up on chat here. Let's see, Cypher dropped in. When I was a kid, my parents got divorced. My child therapist died in a car crash, and they wouldn't provide a new one because they said we were fine. Ooh, man, that sucks. Sorry that happened for you. They wouldn't get you a new one because they said you're fine. Yeah, there's some new studies coming out on kids that get divorced. Even like if parents are getting along well, they're co-parenting. There's like this actual, no matter what, there's this this thing that occurs psychologically. There's a phenomenon in children of divorce. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
I am both shield and sword.
Chilling.
I'm just chilling. You seem nice. You seem crazy. Mega Power TV. No way.
Cookie Monster with the tier 1 sub. What's up, Cookie Monster? I appreciate it. My parents were not getting along well or reparable. I can't speak tonight. Reparable damage, no. Yeah, even if they were getting along or not getting along, it's unfortunate. There's it's just the way the child psychology unfortunately works that there's an impact on you. Yeah, if there was fighting and that kind of stuff, it does create trauma for you. And we all have trauma. I mean, poverty can be trauma. Sickness can be trauma. You know, all that
Finish, please. Just keep
kind of stuff.
talking.
Whoa, man, come on. Get your own solutions.
I know that's not what people come out here for, is to hear me go on about this kind of stuff, right? But hey, you know, if I can help in any kind of way. Hey, it's Liz. You know, I used to watch a TV show back in the day on MTV called like My Life is Liz. Or As Liz,
That
something.
looks awesome. What happened to Sheriff only?
Say that again?
Yo, stop it, it's you. Oh, that's so good, man.
Yo,
Yeah, hold on. See, Snip, the problem
Come and snip.
is, I ran into a lot of issues with that only, and I just kind of gave up.
Cookie Monster though, man, I appreciate it, man. The tier 1 sub for coming in, man. That is awesome. That just made my whole night. Raven, is it Raven if I'm pronouncing like
Yo, hold
you
on.
stopping in here too?
Sage, you seem
I'm
chill
getting
till
it.
I had you.
I'm getting in. Sidetrack. Sure, brother. Sorry, I was just talking up.
Buddy, Julie, buddy, you wanna chill with me while I stream?
You're streaming right now?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was gonna say don't say anything racist in the pregame lobby, but I never got to say that.
Forgot to buy. Sorry, I got
I got one.
Spike down B.
Oh,
I'm fucking dead.
Remaining.
that's my bad.
Spike down B.
Alright, you choose 223, Homicide, Starburst, Moonlight, Drowning. Choose one of those.
I know what must be done.
yo,
Alright.
can you see? Yo, keep speaking, bro. I haven't finished yet.
we got one of those in the chat, boys.
I get too many compliments in my. It's weird.
It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's so weird.
I've been told, like, in my stream for years that people think I'm good looking.
Oh my. Yo, guys, you guys do podcasts?
I want to.
Yeah, I do. Steam Mates episode 3 is getting recorded this week. Check me out.
Alright, bet. Oh, you asshole. You did that on purpose.
I'm so confused.
You knew I was streaming. I told you that.
Oh, no, not.
Spike planted.
Where's it at?
I don't even think I hit him for 71. I don't even think I hit him at all. Reyna is keep going that way.
Last player
Sage.
standing.
And I hit Reyna for 71. Run that corner. On top. High ground. That's where they were.
I'm an idiot. Did they plant at B?
Hey, Neon.
Yeah.
You play Minecraft? You think you can play Minecraft with me?
You want me to play Minecraft with you?
Yeah. You play Minecraft with me?
Yeah, it's right now.
Why?
Sorry, chat. Distracted at the moment.
Would you like one with me?
Yeah, Cookie, thanks for the sub, man. I'm excited. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Good. I can like combo you in midair. Like, I can
Sometimes,
like midair.
sometimes
How much you play?
the communication between people in the game really throws me off because sometimes it's so awkward.
Like 15.
I click 19. Butterfly. I've been playing Minecraft since I was 12. Actually, younger. Wait.
How old are you, brother?
I've been playing Minecraft since I was 6. I'm 15. Oh, yeah, I just want to make it so you know. You were talking to a minor.
I
Oh.
as well, buddy.
I feel like I'm the oldest Valorant player alive.
Yo, there's no way you're 15, bro.
I'm 15.
Oh, if you're 15, I'm gay.
What will it
Okay,
be?
okay.
Have any patterns emerged yet?
Like this monster, my man. What am I supposed to do about this kind of stuff? Like,
Okay.
give me some suggestions here. I feel like this is out of.
I'm taking. Also, no way Reyna stole my main and then left the game.
Yeah, he's also not, so like. Hey, do you think I can get that sheriff? Like, I'll buy you. I'll buy you.
Bears in them 2, 2, 3. Fucking around with me, you see, I'm hot on fire. 2, 3.
Style it in.
What? I didn't hear you.
No, I was just saying, let's dial it in. Let's get it.
Yo, can you keep singing, please? Keep singing.
Fuck, I hate this game.
Yo, but I died.
Dude, I hit him both 55. There you go. That's an assist.
Last player standing.
That is certainly not. Do you mind?
I do not mind. I do not mind at all.
I do mind. I hit the eardrums.
Okay, well I do as well. That's tough.
Okay, so how stoned are you?
Why do you think that?
Just answer the question.
Nah, well, why do you think I'm stoned?
I smoked 3 bowls to myself tonight.
3 what? My bad, I didn't hear you.
3 bowls. Dude, don't do what I did to you.
No, I didn't.
It's sort of like the reloading.
That's what it is.
Some of the stuff just takes so long.
Okay, so fine. I don't know how to explain it. Alright.
Go ahead, try it.
Somebody else wanna chime in and help me out. I don't know how to explain what a bull is. Okay.
Yo, Toxic Blake out there on Kick coming in strong. Thanks for stopping in, my man. It says drop a follow.
You have a
Sorry, I'm
light,
just getting distracted.
and you light it, and you put your finger on one of the holes and you suck in. That's what a bowl is. And you finish the bowl, you pack it again, you do it all over again.
Oh my god, and you're 15.
Yeah. I'm a
Okay.
I've seen.
I was watching this one girl
trouble.
stream using this gun over the weekend, and she was just a beast. Oh, good. Good.
What a fucker. You fucking shitter. This is why you're unloved by everyone. Fucking
Oh boy.
Yeah, they sat there and stared at me as I crouched up and down trying to team with them, and they're just like, no, I'm gonna proceed to miss all my shots and then hit you. What an idiot.
One dead.
30 seconds left. One
This
enemy
game sucks.
remaining. Last player standing. Spike down.
Oh no. Oh, that one hurt, boys.
Nice shot, dude.
Oh, that one hurt.
Match point.
Oh, that one hurt.
They are mistaken.
That one hurt. I thought I had it.
Moonlight by XXX. There we go. Let's see how this goes.
They do get wild on a wild Wednesday, on a Weatherspoon Wednesday, don't they, Likeness Monster?
Okay, I hate this stream.
Forward.
That sucks.
Go, go, go.
What an idiot.
Reloading. This way. Here we go.
No way, dude. My mouse is in the middle of that shit. I'll be right back. Ultimate.
It's too distracting for me.
Throwing net.
Remaining.
Ooh, there we go. Oh. That hurt. Being a man down in this game hurts. Too bad my moderator in chat, Likeness Monster, doesn't step up to the plate where the big boys play and get a PC and play some Valorant with me. But you know, he's on his Mac, you know, his iMac laptop with the, you know, like the see-through turquoise plastic. It just oh, you know, you can't get that guy in here. He's a wild man though. Playing flash games. Got to download. What? Oh my god! What's the? There's software. Remember, just to play some like in the early 2000s to play some online like browser games, you have to download Flash. But like I don't think kids even understand that to like this day. It'd be like Flash Player or stuff. I gotta hydrate, boys. But I just ate a little bit ago, so you gotta try to let it.
What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good. Trying to get that energy going a little bit. Say that again. I'm sorry.
I played 2 matches of comp.
Nice.
One went good. The other not so much.
I hear you. I'm generally not good at this game, so like every time I play, it never goes well. But
yeah, I just thought maybe I just do my placements and then just play normal games, you know.
I am both shield and sword.
yeah, I haven't done competitive yet. But I don't really enjoy like the longer rounds. My attention span, like about 5 wins is enough for me. Then like I'm ready to do a new game.
Yeah, they can take like an hour. It's so long.
Yeah, that's way too much.
I like Swift play though.
Same. This is where the big boys play, to be honest, you know. The competitive guys, those are, you know.
Amateurs.
What I was thinking.
These are the
I like this guy's style, chat. What do you guys think? Might get some water. Shout out to America. Like this monster, man. Wait till we build a brand where we can get into the beverage space.
I hunt both.
Alright, boys. We're gonna push B hard and fast.
Okay.
I'll give you a close start in case they push up.
Okay.
From A. Sorry. I'll run over.
There.
I'm feeling good about this. We got guys who are just ready to go and ready to do it. You know.
Satchel out.
This wall. The wall. That's so dumb. I just tried to go through it.
It has so much health. It's crazy.
Oh, right here to the left. Nori, one right to your left, upstairs with you. No comm jet. Seems like he's a stone cold killer.
New girl for 49, deadlock, and Sage for 40.
Ah, good try.
I'm thinking confused.
Oh, it's all good.
So close.
Reach, you're practically dancing. You ready to go, Lindo?
All right, boys. Appreciate everyone's commitment. Where are we pushing this time? Let's just get right to it.
Throwing close guard so don't break it.
Right here.
I'll go right up the middle with A. I don't mind. I'm terrible at this map.
I'm alright with this.
It seems to highlight my deficiencies.
I have only one lineup.
Ascent does that for me.
Reloading.
Could be one backside.
Why did it stop? I thought I was ziplining.
Three here. You need to go.
Bomb is up high. I got killed on the zipline.
Nothing there.
I trapped myself in there.
Wait till I teach Hype Zone this game likeness monster when he's like a 13-year-old just monster at games. And imagine our battle station when those boys get older. You've got me, the Hype Zone, and the Claymaker, all three of us in the room together just clanging and banging with like away on some like Valorant. At this point, like Fortnite will probably still be around.
Gone here. Go get him. Enemy spotted A. No escape. Spike there.
Oof. Oh god.
Spike down A.
These boys just
Nice.
flattened.
Revealing area. Take flight.
Alright, Clay.
The spike.
Going for plant.
Yep, it's okay, Clay. Go sit down, bud. Bud, go play your game. Did you spill, bud? Sit down. What?
Nice.
My bad, I nearly whiffed that. I'm so sorry.
Spill water?
But you did.
Last round in the half.
What did you do?
True.
Spilled your G.
I could use a drop.
Say.
No, it's all good.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
Scanning ahead.
Attack jet 80.
My territory, my rules. Target spotted. A. Good riddance.
Yeah, Clay. Okay, bud.
Reloading.
Yep. Well, after this round, bud.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
Over there.
Good stuff.
Reality check sits in. You cannot run and hide. Like, you don't get rewarded for that way. You know what I'm saying?
A bow and arrow is old-fashioned.
Yeah, I will change your stuff.
I
On the
have
trampoline?
one shock lineup, and it's for the orb on A. That is it.
That's good.
Seriously, that's it. I don't play that much. I don't play Sova well.
I don't play so well.
So, chat, if you're wondering what's going on right now, Playmaker's melting down because he spilled all over himself and he can't stand having any kind of wetness. So, you got yourself wet. So, he's making sure that I know that, like, he has wet clothes and he wants them changed. He's like, no, I'm gonna change these now, bruh. Give me another 2 minutes, Clay. We're in a high stakes game.
52 on jet.
Coming right. What is that? What is that?
Spike planted.
Of course, that guy is just. Oh, no comm jet.
49
Player standing.
Um,
One enemy remaining.
Nice try, nice try, nice try.
Alright, these boys that were playing. Yeah, they were pretty coordinated that round. They all had their.
I wasted so many bullets on that stupid mid wall.
I know. Every little,
I think
like.
it has like 1,000 health.
All the walls and the visual blocking effects in this game are so.
There.
Seriously.
There.
Might be a here.
No. Fire. That's my.
135 jet, 135. Close.
Spike down A.
Jet's almost dead.
Reloading.
Vandal.
Okay, give me a sec there.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
That's a free Vandal too.
If you're not being
Yeah.
shot at, you're doing something wrong.
That's Big Brother's 7-Up that he left out, bud.
That's my water.
Can you go dump it out in the sink? In the bathroom? Hold on to it tight.
I think they're going B.
Scanning ahead.
Checking.
Take flight.
Yeah, they're going to
Enemy.
normal.
He's lit up.
Go dump it in.
Take it back. Back.
Brim lit up.
I had deadlock for 44 and Astra for 50.
I keep triggering something on the ground, but I don't see anything on the ground. Oh. What do you want, man? Little buddy. Clay will not stop. Yeah, that's my water bud. Daddy's hydrating.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Oh man.
Oh, I lost.
Stop. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Hit on your pad.
Fucking hell! I should have just tagged Brimstone. He was 120.
Like if they couldn't have found a way to make this game even cornier, it's like, hey, let's add a wall, like a 4-point wall.
Another wall.
I know it's like.
I see why they got rid of replication. I have 5 deadlocks.
Oh my gosh.
No, for real.
You could wall off every place on site.
No, go sit on your pad.
Oh my god.
Where are they at?
2 minutes.
I remember seeing a video of people.
What?
Out of charge.
Nice. Kitchen.
Bathroom.
Spike planted.
Hey.
Target spotted.
These guys have got it. I got a feeling. There it is.
One enemy remaining.
Impressive wiring.
Oh, the switch takes so long.
You got this.
I was cutting it close, cutting it close.
Go in the bathroom. And now I go in the bathroom.
Have a good day.
And now I go in the bathroom.
Have a good day, y'all. Cheers.
In the bathroom.
Game boys. Oh my god. I gotta.
Now I
It is driving me nuts right. I gotta. No, we ended up losing at the end right there. That was crazy. 1 sec, boys. I'll be right back. Likeness Monster, this is where it's your turn to entertain them. All right, we're back. Likeness Monster, are you still out there? You're locked in. Appreciate it. I was thinking about this as far as like content, like when I have to take like a AFK break or whatever it is I got to do. This is where it'd be like a perfect time where like I throw up a screen where it's like got a picture of you and it's got a picture like Ethan, with like a straight edge logo on there, and then you take over on the mic, and this is where you'd start asking Ethan questions like, so Ethan, what would it take to get you to subscribe to, Amaranth's OnlyFans? Or Ethan, what would you rather do? Like, boogie bomb your wife, or just get the boogeyman in the building? What would you rather do, Boogie? Knock up which baby mama would you have to knock up again? Just to get those in there. Just I feel like that would be like a great time to get. The big news in the channel today. I think I'm gonna have to make like cut a promo on it. We just went over the 200 follower mark tonight for the Twitch channel. We're up to 203 followers, so small for some, but by comparison, man, when I went live, started at 0, right? Now we're at 203. The wife said I'd never make it, and I tell her right now, I'd be like, well, why don't you tell that to Cookie Monster, who did a tier 1 sub tonight? So when those checks start rolling in, we're gonna be we'll be singing a different tune, aren't we? Shout out to Cookie Monster with the sub, man. That's awesome. That's what we need. We need more of that. To get the energy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she doesn't realize too the potential that she could have. Like, if I just sat her down in front of the camera and I'd be like, hey, she doesn't have much going on up here, right? But I would tell her, like, that doesn't even matter. All you gotta do is just like unzip it a little bit. And she normally just like always has like a runner's bra on or something like that. Like, it doesn't even matter. All you have to do is sit in front of this camera, and like people are just gonna come in. Yeah. Yeah, and I'd just be like, so just take the water bottle here, like go like this to it. And just do that for and I could put it to her like this, because her work was pretty crazy this weekend. It is a psych hospital, right? But like, what sounds better, dealing with that, or just kind of weird stuff online? The other thing she could do is, I could actually have her join Life Alert Gaming and create like a life coaching channel where she could come on and, for entertainment purposes only, sort of like an old school Dr. Drew type thing. And she could just be like a Twitch coach, a non-certified life coach online for entertainment purposes only. where we still recommend consulting with your physician and your care staff and all that, but you just give some life coaching, you know? Hey, put your degree to use here. Let's work around the clock. Get around like a better help type situation. You know, you watch the doc, you watch tenders and see the donations that come in. Base Rocks 21 with the follow. I'm pretty sure I hit that one, but may have forgotten to earlier. Claymaker's kind of winding down right now, so that's why I'm just kind of chilling right now. You know, one of the content things that I feel like I'm not doing a good enough job of, I really should be hitting the React content a little more, but it's just kind of boring to me. And I don't know the rules behind it, like watching other people's videos on stream. Yeah, they really do. Like, I think like the React videos, like when I watch like the video game announcements and then I reacted to that I like that because that's reacting to something that's live right in front of you. It is something that's interesting. I was thinking about this. I'm gonna kind of pivot, talking a little bit about like sports radio right now. So I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but I've listened to podcasts for over 15 years now. I remember when we were at Whitewater, and I'd go to the ESPN.com pod center and listen to a couple things. And you know what I never actually saw coming though, and it's crazy that they've gotten so popular now, you know, are the podcasts, which are just really just pre-recorded video. And this has to do with like live radio and live TV. As those numbers go down and the podcast videos go up. And it's just crazy to me because I never ever would have thought in my day that people would consume pre-taped videos over live content. Because it would be like listening to, like, I've always listened to the Jim Rome show over the years, you know, on sports radio. People would hate it when, you know, radio stations would put it on a tape delay. So his show runs from 11 to 2 Central Time. And so yet it would play like at 5 p.m. Central Time. And it would just be like a big deal. Like, man, why are you tape delaying the show? You know, you wouldn't watch like the football game on tape delay, the NBA on tape delay. Yeah, Jim Rome's been my favorite for, I've been listening to Rome since like 1998. So that shows how much of a boomer I am. But you know, and so here we are where taped content has now surpassed live content. And it's so weird to me because it's like it would be like choosing to watch a video on demand, just like doc stream on tape delay, or, you know, just watching it at night as opposed to watching the live feed. And I get it, it's the same show, right? But there's just something about live that it's so much more interesting. And what I don't actually like about podcasts is like how heavily edited they are. Like, you can just tell when they're clipped down. And now it's like this format of no one goes over an hour, or if they do, there's like this cutoff time of less than an hour and a half of content. And you can tell most of these podcasts, like, they don't deep dive into any kind of content. It's just sort of they touch on a few pieces, move to the next one. Guys talk about things. What I'm finding the most popular thing in podcasting right now, and this is not from an expert opinion, is people who are famous interviewing other people who are famous, and the people that are famous talk about things that they think make them unique and why they're famous and what they do. And I just can't believe that people are consuming it so much. It's a weird phenomenon to me to hear like Logan Paul interviewing someone else who's famous, and they're just talking about, man, I do these things, and you're like, great, this is real entertaining. And so I just don't get it. The podcast that I do like the best out of all them is the Bill Simmons podcast. And that's just because I'm an NBA guy, so I like that they actually do spend more time on some of the stuff that like typical sports radio doesn't. Most of the sports radio now is awful. It's just awful. I do like 670 The Score, Chicago sports radio. But a lot of the, some of their favorite guys over the years have retired or left. But I've always enjoyed that just because even though I'm not a Chicago guy, I always enjoy hearing some of the guys actually talk for real about like Chicago sports. So it's always fun. Like you've got homers, right? And the whole state of Wisconsin is full of basically homers, and I can't stand it. Which I'm sure it would be the same if I lived in Illinois, right? I'd be like, this whole state's full of homers, right? So it's fun to actually hear people talk about how bad like the Bears are actually. But it was sort of like, for example, in this state, no one was willing to talk about on sports radio and point out just like how big of a jerk Aaron Rodgers was. He was a condescending prick. And it's like people were afraid to say that for some reason. Like, hey, I'm a Packer fan and I like Aaron Rodgers, so he's awesome. And it's like, no, he's actually just a giant prick. Like, he's got a horrible personality. He's an angry man. All these different things. Like, listen to the way that he talks. Like, you'd never hang out with the guy. You wouldn't like him. You'd be like, this guy's an asshole, and he thinks he's better than everyone. He's just a diva. And there's a reason why he can't stay with a single chick ever. And 815 and I have talked about this, and we have our theories about him, which would get me banned on YouTube. So we can't discuss those, but there's a reason why he breaks up with every girl possible. Figure it out. But so yeah. Trying to think where else I was going with that. But something will also that like ESPN is letting a lot of their main guys go, which I was fine with. I don't understand letting Van Gundy go off the NBA telecast. Mark Jackson has got to go. Like, just chat. Let's be real. If anyone out there, I typically turn off the audio for that. And I just like to watch the backboard cam. Because if you get on TNT Overtime, a lot of times if you can find it, some nights they don't always do it. But if you can get the TNT Overtime with the backboard cam, with the commentary turned off, the mic stays hot on the backboard cam. You can actually hear, you can hear the players' defensive calls sometimes. Now they turn the mic, kind of has a noise filter on it a little bit, so sometimes you can't, but a lot of times you can pick up some stuff. But the backboard cam for the NBA is awesome because you can see the spacing, you can see the speed that they're playing at. You can see some of the horrible shots that guys take sometimes, like Jordan Poole. But again, it picks up that raw audio. And what's nice is, and I actually really appreciate it, they don't do replays on the backboard cam. You're just getting the live feed. It's actually thing in football that just kind of drives me nuts, where the play happens and you spend like you see the play 3 more times. It's like, man, just keep it moving, guys. So that's something I like to see more of. So like when I watch the backboard cam in the NBA, just the action is going. You're just watching the game. You got to figure out what's going on yourself. It's actually kind of fun to watch if you don't know what the score is and you just are watching the game and figuring out what's going on. And what you can really pick up on watching it, it can really tell you like who can actually play and who can't. Like you can sit there and watch it. You'll be able to actually see like, oh man, why doesn't Duncan Robinson get to play very much unless they really got desperate? Because he can't get any separation on his own. And it takes like a defensive breakdown for him to be able to get that separation. So you can see those kind of things. Like, I am not convinced Dante DiVincenzo can be a rotation player in the NBA. And maybe it's because I like Obi Toppin, even though I think Obi Toppin is essentially an athletic power forward without a shot, without a handle, without a post game. He's like a poor man's Tyson Chandler. But I still like Obi Toppin, right? I don't necessarily think the Knicks' future was I don't think it was the right move to trade Obi Toppin to then pay Dante DiVincenzo. I guess that's where I was going with that. Because I thought that they should get rid of their center and just play Toppin at center. What's the guys? Because I think their center sucks. I don't think he could do much of anything. And so I was thinking, like, why not run a lineup consistent of... I'm just not a Mitchell Robinson guy. You can like him, but oh man, I'm not a fan. I would trade him for anything I could get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he should, right? I'm getting rid of him. I don't care. His lack of rebounding is frustrating for Toppin. It was one of those ones I don't understand what happened to him coming out of Dayton. He should be better than what he is. And again, I'm not saying Toppin should be like an all-star or a good player. It's just weird to see like a guy who's, you know, got some length to him and some athletic ability and some size. Like he's not a super, like, not like a lightweight, and just not be able to rebound at a high rate. I don't understand. But I just don't like Dante DiVincenzo either. So I just don't see it. But I get it. A lot of these teams were looking around like there wasn't good moves to make. Yeah, and for whatever reason, Thibodeau would not play him either, and so we'll see what happens. He'll be a bench guy in Indiana now, so it's probably a better fit for him, honestly, to go be a backup for the Pacers, who can just afford to on some nights probably play him like 30 minutes a game. And but the Knicks are kind of in a tough spot where there wasn't a lot of moves for them to make. It's like, what's their starting lineup going to look like now? So you're going to still have Brunson at the point. Who's going to run the 2? Are they starting Josh Hart? I don't have any of this in front of me, so I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. Who's on their roster now? Still got Hart. You still got RJ Barrett. You got Dante, who's a power forward from Kentucky that they still are running out there. And then Robinson. Yeah, Julius. And then what's the Hartenstein off the bench? Hartenstein. Quickly's the guy that I felt like should play more, but I don't know where to play him. So maybe like is Quickly a 2? I don't know what to do with him. Didn't he get hurt in the playoffs? No, that was a series. I didn't get a chance to watch the playoffs too much just because a lot of the playoff games were like right during my work schedule where I had to be in person for work too. And so I didn't get to see much. So Quickly. Then they still got the French guy that shoots threes on the, because they signed him to a guaranteed contract a few years ago. I don't think it's expired yet. He almost didn't play at all last year. He used to be on the Magic and then was on Boston for a year. Ended up in New York. Yeah, Fournier. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of their roster off the top of my head. Yeah. Fournier deal stuff. So I'm just trying to think of their optimal lineup. It's like, what do you do? Do you start Hart at shooting guard, or do you start DiVincenzo, and then do like a like Quentin? Is it Quentin Grimes? Yeah, Josh Hart is one of these weird. Not a forward. He's not a guard. He's just a guy out there, but yet he can't. He's like a Gary Payton Jr. Where you're like, hey, it's just I just can't believe like when these guys like so bad at shooting. Like I don't get it. Like I can't imagine playing basketball and not being able to shoot it. So weird to me. Like I guess maybe it's just like for me, I've never had a handle, right? But I can tell you why I don't have it. Because I have little child's hands. They're tiny, so I can't. I literally can only dribble old school 1960s style. Yeah, they needed some shooting. It's just this was a weird draft class, or not draft class, free agency class where all the guys that were available all have their flaws. They're just the limited guys. Trying to think. Who else was out there? You know, I was messaging 81Fizzle because the Bulls, in my opinion, the Bulls off season was terrible. You know, they paid the Carter dude, the Bucks backup point guard. And who else did they sign? They re-signed Kobe White, which I don't think he's that good, but I don't think they probably think he's that good either. I think that was more of just like, hey, we got to sign someone. So those are their two guards, right? Then they re-signed Vooch. Oh, why didn't they blow it up? maybe there just wasn't a good offer for Levine, but like, well, let's get to the Bucks because I know the Bucks is a trigger for you, so that'll keep you engaged. Like, do the Bucks have any flexibility now to make a move at the deadline? That comes because I know once they re-sign some guys, they can't trade them. But like, is there any route? And I actually say this, like, and I know you will actually agree with this. I know you generally don't like my Bucks takes, and I just do hot takes. Colin Sexton, from Utah. You know, I actually thought he would have a good year last year, but I think didn't he get nicked? Yep. But I actually liked what, and I think you've said this a couple times too. Bill Simmons thought, and I actually agreed, and I think you agree too, that the Bucks should have moved on from Holiday, but it was sort of like, what were they actually going to get for Holiday was kind of the main question. But I've just never been a good Holiday guy, and I will say he had some good games in that Phoenix series, man. But other than that, I was like, oh, I've just never liked Drew Holiday. Yeah. Yeah, he made some great defensive plays in the finals. Like, what is the move for them? Like, if I would I upgrade, because what do the Bucks need? They need guard play, right? If Holiday's gone, you got to replace him with a guard, because who else? I don't feel like they have like a true point guard otherwise. I don't necessarily think Holiday's like a true point, but he is. Yeah, they definitely need to get more athletic. See where that is. I'm really excited about the UConn kid because he's an athlete. And so Simmons was talking about this today, that you know, Tatum and Brown are able to take advantage of the Bucks because of that matchup with just not having the athleticism. And I'm not saying that the UConn kid's going to stop Tatum, but you know, even if they can just play him this year and just let him play, where it's like, hey man, we're going to teach you how to fit in our scheme, but what we need you to do is bring the energy and run the floor and play like you're going to guard Tatum, right? Like, he's going to score a lot, but the idea is like, let him be the athlete that I know I'm sleeping on Marjan. Hopefully he's good, but I know he's better than Jackson. I mean, there's a reason why he was a second round pick. But I'm just talking about, Jackson is just like one of these athletic guys, right? That the Bucks just need out there sometimes. Especially during the regular season, when you're like, man, we just need some young legs out here. But I think, you know, and this won't come to anyone's surprise, but when Giannis goes off the floor, I don't know what the Bucks' advanced numbers are, but it's like their second unit just can't do anything. And so they got to get some scoring somewhere. I think my issue with guys like, and I know you're a homer, and so it's always hard for you with like guys like Grayson Allen and Beasley. See, here's the thing with like Beasley, Grayson Allen, and Connaughton, they can't create their own shots. They're just catch and shoot guys. Like, yeah, no, that's all he can do, is catch and shoot. But I want guys that can actually like break people down. And I'm not saying like Kyrie Irving style, but I just don't want guys that stand there. And I'm not, and I'll say this: I'm okay with having guys that just can catch and shoot. It's just it hurts when you have like 3 of them. I guess that's where I would look at the team and it's like Wes Matthews, Pat Connaughton, Grayson Allen. You know, you add in Beasley, and it's like, okay, man, can we get anyone that can? Okay, well, I'm glad because I used to play with Wes Matthews at the YMCA before he was in college. So, you know, if he's as old as I am, that's not good. But I'm just using that as an example of like, you know, we're good on that. We just need to get some athletes out there. Because I think it just helps take some pressure off that second unit a little, or even just Giannis too. Which I still do not know why he's so good. Why could someone teach him how to front someone, please, and just dunk on people? I hope so, man. It would be fun. Like, get Charlie Villanueva back in here and teach Giannis how to post. Oh my god. What was it? I still remember going when I had season tickets, and I legitimately had season tickets to go watch Charlie Villanueva. I think it was Charlie Bell and like Drew Gooden all on the same floor all at once. Like, just. And I actually liked that team. I think it was fun. I think Ruben Patterson might have been on that team too. I can't remember exactly, but I had some good seats. I love the Bradley Center. A lot of people didn't. Loved the Bradley Center for watching basketball. I literally don't spend a dime otherwise when I go to games besides the tickets. I don't care about concessions. I don't care about all the bullshit. I'm only there to watch basketball. Like, I don't watch the halftime show. Like, I'm there for the game. But in terms of just straight watching basketball, the Bradley Center was amazing. But those were some fun teams, believe it or not. They weren't good. Man, did I have a blast like going to games. Attendance was low back then, so it'd be like 7,000 at most, 8,000. But the games would just go, and you'd have a good time, and you get to see some good teams. Like, I got to see like the Celtics. I got down on to the floor side and was like trying to get inched my way to the floor because I just wanted to see how tall Kevin Garnett was. And I remember getting down there and being like, God, he's such these guys are aliens, you know. You've got Big Perk, who's like 7 feet tall but fat. And then you'd have, you know, like 7 feet tall Kevin Garnett, who was like skinnier than I was at the time. And then like Ray Allen, who I wanted to see Ray, because Ray is probably my favorite NBA player of all time. So Middleton getting retired. Yeah, I'll throw that one up there with the Sidney Moncrief jersey of guys who I was underwhelmed by. It's like, and I'm sure Moncrief was a good player, but I know. Oh man. Hey, I want Todd Day to be retired in the rafters is what I want. I've been waiting for that for a long time. Well, let's see. You know, I got to see teams that I got to see in the Bradley Center. I got to see the 98 Bulls in the Bradley Center. I saw the 08 Celtics at the Bradley Center. I was at a random Knicks game when Eddie Curry scored like 50 points against the Bucks, like a career high night. Just went off when he was on the Knicks, and just I can barely remember anything of that game. All I remember was looking at the scoreboard and be like, dude, Curry's got 40 something right now. What other teams did I see? I saw some horrible Warriors teams. It was pre-Curry, but not the We Believe team. It was like Patrick Bryant and maybe like Monte Ellis on the team. What other teams did I see? So I had tickets to see the Heatles, like when Wade and LeBron were on the team. But I gave those away to some friends. Because I just wasn't interested in going. And this would have been like 2012. Yeah, 2012. I was living back with my parents again, and so my car was 10 years old. I was making like $15 an hour at a job, and I had these like that year I only had like a 10 pack of tickets for 10 games. And so how did he underwhelm you? Maybe chat might be delayed right now. Maybe let me check my restream chat. Do. Nice. I'm looking at your picture of Sidney Moncrief now. No, I've just never. I probably watched some YouTube highlight at some point of him, but I just never really cared too much. I have some memories of Richard Jefferson on the Bucks. And who else did they have? There was there's a quote from this guy. It was awesome. He was like a Clipper at one point. But I want to say he was either on the Clippers or the Bucks when he said this. And they were in Japan for some sort of basketball event, and they asked him about what he thought about Japan. And he said he didn't like Chinese food. And I want to say the guy went to DePaul for college. He was like a small forward. God, what was the guy's name? But it was like one of the funniest quotes ever because he had no clue where Japan was or that it wasn't China. Simmons. I want to say, yeah, Bobby Simmons. There it is. Oh my God. It was one of the funniest things ever when he said that. Just so great. Let's see. I'm thinking I had a thought of the draft here 2011. I forget what the trade was back in 2011 when the Bucks drafted for debt, but they traded him. Some like random small forward or shooting guard was part of like a trade or something. What Forget what the trade was that night. Trying to go back in my brain here. Was that part of like the Tobias Harris trade? Or J.J. Redick. Steven Jackson. Holy hell, Steven Jackson was a buck? I gotta go deep into the memory for this one. Captain Jack was a buck. God, do I remember that at all? Was that the year they had they first got like the red and green jerseys? Yeah, because Harris was in that draft coming out of Tennessee. God, yeah. Jackson is a buck. I don't remember. Because when I think of Steven Jackson, here's the teams that like my brain tells me Steven Jackson. I know that he was a Spur, but I barely remember it. Obviously, I think of Indiana, and then I think of the Bobcats. Those are the teams, and then like the We Believe team, right, with Baron Davis. But yeah, I think of him mostly as a pacer and a Bobcat with a stint with the Warriors. On the, I gotta just see him in a jersey to remember it. On June 23rd, 2011, after 2 seasons with the Bobcats, Jackson was traded to the Bucks as part of a 3-way deal with the Kings and the Bobcats. As part of the terms, the Bucks received Jackson, Sean Livingston, and the rights to the 19th overall pick, Tobias Harris, and Bino Udrih from the Kings. Charlotte received Corey Maggette from Milwaukee. There's another guy I never liked that I thought was always extremely overrated from Milwaukee, and the rights to the 7th pick, Bismack Biyombo. Sacramento received John Salmons from Milwaukee and Jimmer Fredette. Shout out to John Salmons. I actually remember watching him at the Bradley Center, and I was like, Salmons plays hard. Like, he wasn't a good player, but I remember Salmons like actually like being like good for the Bucks, if that makes sense. Like you could watch him as a fan and be like, hey man, Salmons is stepping up when doing, like trying to win the game. Jackson's brief stint with Milwaukee would be characterized by dysfunction and underwhelming play. Due to reoccurring issues with his hamstring throughout the lockout extended offseason and several publicized clashes with coach Scott Skiles, Jackson's role in playing time diminished. On March 13th, Jackson was traded back to the Warriors along with Andrew Bogut in exchange for Monte Ellis, Epi Udo, and Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown was a Buck? Holy hell. Oh my god, I need a Kwame Brown Bucks jersey. Never played for the Bucks. Okay. He was just part of it. Just, oh my god. Amazing. And if there was one that I so I know I can tell you why I don't remember a lot of this happening. March 13th, 2012, Jackson was traded. I was in the middle of having to move back into my parents that same week. So I'd been locked out of my my house. And so I was having to live out of my car with and at my parents' house basically at the same time. So I was using my clothes at my parents' house from like high school. And I had my laptop and my work keys in like my car that was like 10 years old. So that would make sense why. And I didn't have a smartphone at the time, so I had a little slider phone with no internet access on it. And so my guess was at that point in time I wasn't really just paying attention to the NBA trade stuff going on. That explains right why I missed that. Without playing a game for the Warriors, Jackson was traded to the Spurs for Richard Jefferson, TJ Ford, and a conditional first-round pick. Due to the ascendant performance of rookie forward Kawhi Leonard, Jackson was a second-unit player for the first time in nearly 10 years. A readjustment period to San Antonio's structured offense system caused Jackson's minutes to fluctuate in the regular season and playoffs. Spurs capped off an excellent regular season by reaching the Western Conference playoffs. Ultimately, San Antonio lost Oklahoma City in the West Finals. Jackson drew praise for his defensive efforts against scoring champion Kevin Durant. Jackson shot 50% from the field, 60% from three-point range, and 93% from the free throw line. On December 2012, Jackson was fined $25,000 for threatening Serge Ibaka. On April 12, 2013, Jackson Spurs. On December 2013, the following season, he signed with the Clippers. Struggled with the Clippers 9 games and averaged a career low 1.7 points per game while shooting 23% from the field. Well, I can tell you why. I see a picture of him in the Clippers uniform, and he's a fat boy at that point, so he was done. But he got back into better shape for the big three. Yeah, I guess the best way I would describe, I would not, overall, what's my take on Steven Jackson? My guess is he is difficult in the locker room. I don't necessarily think that his talent was ever worth kind of just his personality. That would be my initial thoughts on him. The rapid, or not initial thoughts, sort of just package everything about him. I never thought the talent and production would be worth anything. Steven Jackson basketball. Like, let's take a look at his best like scoring season. You know, he had a few years where he averaged 20. So at 29 years old, 07, 08 for the Warriors. His rebound numbers were always kind of low. So here he was 20, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 20 points a game. Got like 36. Played 73 games that season, so sort of his best, you know, durability season. He did have a 31 years old Golden State and Charlotte. At peak Steven Jackson. That Warriors team. Just all right, I'm gonna go put Clay in bed. Then I'll probably play one more.
Match found.
All right, here we are. Back with the floss stick in my mouth, right? Who doesn't want to see someone floss on stream? But that's where we're at. Get into these 1 a.m. streams. Gotta have proper oral hygiene, right? I swear though, as I'm aging, no matter like what I do, my teeth are just like not as white as they used to. Like, always had bad teeth, but I think they're going A.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
I'll burn brighter than their phoenix. Just watch me.
Yo, Deborah D. Alvarez out there in Kick. How are you doing? Just chilling towards the end of the night. Sorry, I was flossing my teeth on stream, but I just like got to get those things done. Heavy shields. Trying to build up the old Kick following as well a little bit. So bad at that. Oh, I can't see. Too suppressed. Should be able to peek corners like brothers. What? You can shoot through a wall, but I can't? How long have I been streaming in general? Couple of years now, honestly. It's kind of off and on, but yeah, a couple of years for more just my hobby at this point. And I never do really long streams. During the pandemic, I did longer streams, but I think that's just because there was nothing else to do. You know, especially during those first few years. But now, like tonight, I did a longer stream. But yeah. And some of the channels I watched, people were switching to Kick, and I'm like, oh, let me throw my stream on over there and see if we can get something going over there too. So I went real heavy into like Mixer back in the day, like when Mixer came out, and then that platform sort of died, and I was like, oh, what's my favorite game right now? Probably still World of Warcraft. I've been playing World of Warcraft since the day it released, and kind of stuck with it. Taking breaks in between, but like old faithful. Locked in. I know I should be checking more corners than I have. Ugh.
Spike down, C.
I don't know where that guy got me from. You're a professional graphic designer and you do custom graphics and animations at fair prices. Would you like to see some of my work? Sure, if you got like a Instagram or something like that.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Where did that guy come from again?
Enemy down.
I swear guys are just popping out of nowhere.
Last round before the switch.
Spend those creds before we lose them.
I don't really use Discord too much. get back. Need help at A.
Spike planted.
One suppressed.
Reloading.
Joke's over. You're dead. Prepare for hellfire.
What just happened there? What's going on, boys?
Last player standing.
Sure, what just happened?
Switching sides.
Var försiktig. The battlefield changes with every play.
Just like got stuck in like paralyzed wall.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh god.
Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
Rotate the other way. Get out of here.
Cooling down. Cooling down.
Oh, come on. The corner right there.
Last player standing. Flawless. Match point.
Together, we will bury them. Wherever their
Kind of getting it. Taking it.
No escape. Target spotted
Net
A.
deployed. One suppressed.
I just missed her.
Player standing. Defenders win.
I got took. Oh man, got hit 7 times. That makes sense. I just stood in one spot and missed all my shots, so that'll happen. All right, agents. Let's see. If I want to unlock, what do I have to do? Mission. Earn kingdom credits by playing credits. Okay, so I have. These are alt stuff apparently. Damage. Damage. If I just wanted to buy what are how much money? Dude, you can take Dollar General DS cards. So how many Valorant points are these? Like, there's 1,000 points is $10. But it doesn't say how much she. Ugh. So it's 1,000 Valorant points to buy one of these guys. Good lord. Look at some of these, man. These skins. Expensive stuff, man. Yo, Head Stompy, what's up, man? You were the enemy gecko? Nice. Good game, man. I was playing terribly. Sorry, I'm just seeing chat now. I've kind of hit that wall when you know it's time to go to bed. Where you're like, oh, I really should go to sleep now. That's where I'm at. I just don't know the I'm still working on getting the game movement down. But yeah, I'm to that point where I gotta go to sleep. But I'm just trying to finish what I was thinking. I just miss shots. That's what it comes down to. Oh, dude, and I'm so used to games where you kind of move around, and you kind of like the Call of Duty part where they're like, boom, you're just having to like strafe and move and stuff. And then in this game, I feel like I'm just not getting set enough, and people just pop out, and I just get smoked. And like part of it, like I'm tired, but like I just don't even register. Like I see someone, and then I start to aim, and I'm already gone. And just all like I always feel like I'm constantly like flashbanged or blinded or purple glob of crap in my face or just everything possible out there. The best thing to give a tip is don't stand still staring at an angle. That makes sense, right? Because then you just get picked off because they get that like peeker's advantage or whatever. Yeah, I have to learn the movement a little better because I feel like you said, don't stand there, and sometimes I do just stand at the angle, and it's like people always just pop out, and it's always further than what I anticipate. I wish there was a little bit like a lean mechanic where, if the wall's like right in front of you, where you could be like, huh, 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 instead of having to do, I'm gonna stick my whole body out and take a look. I think that would make the game more interesting as opposed to just like, you know, the new Valorant has the four-sided wall, which always pins people in corners and stuff. You know, I think that would be just like give us all like a little peek instead of another thing that blinds someone or locks us in place. Like something happened to me in that last round. Couldn't figure out what happened. I had hit my ultimate, and someone charged right at me, and I swear I thought I no-scoped him, but my screen was just covered in stuff. The next thing I know, my guy's on the ground, pulsating, and then the timer runs out, and I couldn't move anyway. And then it was just like 15 seconds of nothing. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was dead anyways, but yeah. Yeah, I think they went a little overboard on it. A little bit. I don't necessarily think the ultimates were needed, and they went just a little bit too heavy on the abilities. But it's still a fun game. But they could just dial it in a little bit more. Yeah, and what they're gonna run into as they add more Valorants, like because there's already so many abilities right now, like it's gonna be hard for them to develop new characters because with what else can you do besides getting a real crazy ability? You know, they'll probably look to Apex, to Paladins, Battleborn, Overwatch, Quake Champions, just to see, you know, what kind of other abilities they can kind of get from some of these other games that have done it. Get some ideas. But I swear the Sky character is in Paladins, if I remember correctly. But they should, yeah, you gotta go to bed. Well, thanks for coming in, man. Sorry, I start just riffing on stuff. So good games, my man. Thanks for stopping in. If you want to play sometime, just hit me up. Whenever I'm playing, I'm always streaming. So if you want to come into the stream or add me as a friend or not, it's all good. All right, my man. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna go to sleep too, boys.